All right, Charles Oliveira just changed everything, like literally everything. That was an absolutely spectacular performance from top to bottom, every aspect of it, the striking, the ground game. I think he was ranked number 7 before this fight. This put him on an 8-fight win streak, I'm pretty sure. He was 7, now he's 8. And just an absolute domination of Tony Ferguson. It raises some questions, It raises some questions of where Tony Ferguson is right now. Has Tony changed? Did the Gaethje fight cause him to start the decline? Did the decline start before the Gaethje fight? I don't know, but I do know that Charles Oliveira had an amazing fight, and it doesn't matter what Tony Ferguson did or didn't do. It was just phenomenal from start to finish. The one thing Tony did do is he was absolutely Tony Ferguson. He was ridiculously crazy. I mean, to not tap on that armbar, that was like the most I winced in a fight in a long time. Like it seemed like the arm was going to break. And it's funny because when it happened, I was with some people and I said he's not going to tap. And then I was worried when I said that because I'm like, he's not going to tap. He's not going to tap from this. And that was before Charles put it behind the arm and made it even worse. And then I'm thinking like, oh, he's maybe going to tap or the arm is going to break. And then the bell rang and it went on to the next round. Tony's an absolute freak. I mean, he really is. He's a beast. He's one of the toughest guys in the division. It also raises the question to me, if this Tony Ferguson, which it's hard to say how much of a decline Tony has taken because Charles fought such a great fight. Did Charles take that much of a decline, or Tony, or did Charles is he just that good and got that much better and beat him so bad? And then Gaethje as well. But it does make you wonder if that fight had have went through with Khabib, him and Khabib, what Khabib would have done to this Tony. It would have, obviously he beat Gaethje. Gaethje is a phenomenal fighter who was, deserving and the number one contender. But the fight that everybody wanted to see was Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. And a lot of people did say Ferguson could possibly beat Khabib or at least put up the best fight. Had he fought the Ferguson that we've seen against Gaethje and Charles, I think, again, not taking anything away from those guys because they could be the very reason why we have been seeing these fights, it could have been an even crazier fight where Khabib's level of legend would have jumped even higher because he would have beaten the 12-fight win streak, Tony Ferguson, in an absolutely beyond devastating way. Which would have been crazy, shocking, and definitely more shocking than the other 2 losses, I think. But either way, all that out of the question. Charles Oliveira is a great fighter. He changed everything. He's now in the mix in the top of the division. I think he should be getting a title shot. I think he deserves it. I think he should be the next in line. I think he's going to be watching the Conor Poirier fight extremely close and probably getting the winner of that fight. I don't think it's enough to get Khabib to come back. I don't think Khabib's coming back at all. I'll stick with that until I see him in the octagon. And we, as teammates, and even Javier as his coach, we don't know anything that no one else knows. That's the thing about Khabib. When we didn't know he was going to retire, literally we did not know, including his manager, and we don't know if he's coming back. But I tend to believe when he says things. So I don't think he's coming back. He's holding the belt. We'll see. I think it would take like a GSP fight to bring him back. I don't think there's anyone in this division that would bring him back, to be honest. But it would be interesting to have seen that fight now that I saw the fight with Ferguson.
Real quick with Mike Swick.